I saw something interesting yesterday in an interview with Vice President J.D. Vance. It was almost desperation, maybe a little bit of fear. This was all concerning that fucked up press conference the other day with J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, and President Zelensky. Went all kinds of bad, and it was bad because of what Donald Trump and J.D. Vance did. They fucked up. Now, Donald Trump thought that President Zelensky would come to town, he'd plop a paper in front of him, and Zelensky would willingly sign away half the mineral rights to his country. But that's not what happened. And Donald Trump got triggered. He got upset. He started burning bridges, as he does. The reason it wasn't signed is because Zelensky had the audacity to suggest, okay, we're giving you the mineral rights. What do we get in assurances in return? How are we more secure? What are you going to do to help us in our effort against Russia? Donald Trump couldn't give him anything at all. The only thing he said, look, if you give us the mineral rights, we will be in Ukraine mining the minerals, right? So then, of course, Russia won't attack us. And we'll talk about security shit after you sign the deal. Well, if somebody wants you to sign a deal and give them something, and then we'll talk later, you know you're going to get fucked in the ass. You know that he's going to cut a side deal with Russia, and they're just going to overrun you. So Zelensky's smart. He has some integrity. He doesn't sign the deal. Donald Trump steps up and says, if you don't sign this deal, we're out. That's desperation there. He's trying to push it to the limit. And then when Zelensky leaves and goes to Europe, then Donald Trump comes out and is starting to think about this. We needed to get this deal signed. I look fucking stupid. So now I'm going to think about pulling all the funding from Ukraine in their war against Russia. Another attempt to try to bully and scare them into submission. Zelensky's not doing that. He's not doing that at all. In fact, he goes to Europe, and he's a darling over there. Everybody gathers around him, and they're going to support him in every way they can. Now, here's where the desperation comes in. J.D. Vance was being interested, and he says this. He said, Donald Trump's the only game in town. Zelensky better get back here and sign this deal. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble. He thinks these random countries that haven't fought a war in 30 years are going to help him. He's got another thing coming. Oh, you mean England and France? They haven't fought a war in 30 years? That's bullshit. And they got money. This sounds like an abusive husband or boyfriend who abuses his spouse or his girlfriend. She runs away somewhere else, and they say, listen, they're terrible. You got to come back. I'm the only one that can keep you safe. Donald Trump's not keeping anybody safe but himself. He wants to fuck over Ukraine, and we know it, and he knows it. And Russia's going to be the ultimate winner. Vance understands they need this deal signed, and they aren't willing to give anything. So now they're fighting in desperation to scare them more. See, this is the thing. They think this strategy is going to work. It might work on some people, but not Zelensky. You're fucked in this deal. You made a mistake. You fucked up. And Zelensky's going to get his help from Europe and other places, and he's going to be fine. The people who are truly fucked are the people of Russia, where their economy's tanked. 700,000 troops have died. You make it sound like Vladimir Putin's in a strong position. That motherfucker's the weakest of everybody in this thing. And only because Donald Trump is trying to help him is why he has a chance.